Came away with a 37-7 victory over the
Welcome
Indians.
to Wilkins Stadium, WC Dub Cooper Field on the west side of John Olive Boulevard. It is round two of the playoffs tonight, Tullahoma and Montgomery Central. These two teams met back on October 8th. Tullahoma won it 37-7. Ken, it's always tough to beat a team twice.
It is always tough to beat a team twice, so we're expecting Montgomery Central's best effort tonight in this rematch.
What are your keys to victory for the Wildcats tonight?
Well, the numbers two. We're in round two, and we got to scalp the Indians 2 times. So my keys to victory, TWO, the first one for Tullahoma is turnover battle. Tullahoma's got to win the turnover battle, Scott. They turned the ball over 3 times to these Wildcats in the first half. The last time they played, Tullahoma's got to win the turnover battle. The second one is W, win quarter 4. These Wildcats have only been challenged 2 times out of 11 games in the fourth quarter. If Tullahoma wants to meet all their goals in the playoffs, they have to dominate and win the fourth quarters. And thirdly, O, offensive line. The offensive line has to sustain their run blocks and keep Ryan Scott, Tullahoma's quarterback's jersey, clean tonight against Montgomery Central's blitzes. And, by the way, Ian Poe's back for this game. He did not play in game 1. Beware the pancake posse tonight.
Tullahoma forced Montgomery Central into 4 turnovers in that first game and held the Indians to less than 100 yards. Tullahoma and Montgomery Central, round 2 of the TSSAA playoffs is right around the corner. We talked with Wildcat head coach John Olive about tonight's game.
Senior-laden team, and they have as many seniors as we do. They like to play a very physical brand of football. They are primarily a running team. They will have their best running back with them that they didn't have the first time they played us. Though I don't know how healthy he is. This time of the year, health plays a big role in what you're able to do offensively. Their quarterback still is healthy, and I think that's who they'll primarily center their offense around with his running abilities and his throwing abilities. I just think we'll probably see more blitzing. It's going to be one of those games where if they guess right, they'll stop us. Short of the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage. If they guess wrong, we've got a chance for a big play, and it's going to come down to us make them pay by making those big plays be touchdowns, and will probably be one of those top games where you either hit it big or you end up with a negative play for the most part. So that's what the offense is looking at, is that we expect them to be bringing a lot more linebackers than they did the last time. Well, we were missing Brody Melton, who plays tight end for us and is crucial to the offense, as well as Ian Poe in the offensive line. So they have one of their players back. We have 2 of ours back, and like I said, the health is the big issue for teams at this time of the year. And we go back to 2018. We had lost Bryson Korn, we had lost Kobe Burks during the second round game with Marshall County, and those young men still found a way to upset Marshall County there in the playoffs that year. This will be one of those situations that right now we're rather healthy. I hope we stay that way. That's what you have to make a deep run. I think that Montgomery Central's coming in. I'm not sure how healthy they are as we watch their videotapes and we see players leave the game, and some of them made it back in, some of them didn't make it back in, and in this day and time, It's not like they're right down the road from us, so that we find a newspaper that tells us what's going on and so forth. But we think that we've got a great opportunity to, if we play well, to advance.
Number 54, Zach Sliger.
Welcome back to Wilkins Stadium. Tonight, Tullahoma and Montgomery Central. The captains are in the middle of the field. The coin has been tossed. Tullahoma won the toss and will receive the Wildcats and the Indians from Montgomery Central. 37-7, Tullahoma won the first game. But you know, it's always tough to beat an opponent twice as this crowd comes to its feet. The Wildcats are poised in the south end zone with a crowd lining the way before the band is into its T formation. And wherever you're listening around the world on LightTube's YouTube channel, it's football time in Tullahoma. The winner of tonight's contest will meet the winner of tonight's Pearl Cone Hardin County contest next week to see who advances on in the playoffs. And, yeah, Ken, good to have Ian Poe back tonight for the Wildcats and Brody Melton. I don't think either one of those played against Montgomery Central in the opening game.
Yeah, that's right. You know, two key additions, two big starters, big players for Tullahoma. Big Pancake Poe, number 70, anchors that offensive line for the Wildcats. He was missing from the lineup back on October 8th, as was tight end Brody Melton. But a big linebacker's out, linebacker punter from Montgomery Central, Casey Cunningham, number 8. He had a good game against us last time, Scott, and he's in a boot in pregame, not dressed out.
Yeah, Montgomery Central scored early. The only time Tullahoma has led or has trailed all season was against Montgomery Central for about 2 minutes and 14 seconds. And the Wildcats responded with 37 straight points to beat the Indians, held Montgomery Central to less than 100 yards. Tullahoma's defense was absolutely stifling.
Oh, it was. And you know what? It was a close game in the first half. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. In the second quarter, this was a 10-7 football game, but Tullahoma really poured the steam on in the second half. And the first drive of the game for Montgomery Central to take that 7-0 lead came on a Tullahoma turnover on the opening kick. They tried to get fancy. They did a reverse on the opening kickoff and fumbled it and gave them a short field of 12 yards. Who would have known that would be the only points that the Indians would get all night long? Was that little 12-yard touchdown drive, and Tullahoma's defense shut them out the rest of the way.
Montgomery Central is going to kick off to open this game. The Indians are here in their white uniforms with blue numbers and red helmets, and the Wildcats are in their home cardinal with white numbers
And you got to give Montgomery Central credit. You know, Tullahoma comes in this game 11-0. Montgomery Central 9-2. Their only two losses to Tullahoma and Pearl Cone, the top two teams in the region, and they just lost 16-8 to Pearl Cone. And so they come into this game on the strength of a round one 33-14 win over Jackson Southside last week.
Yeah, Montgomery Central playing its best football of the year, and we think the Wildcats are too. Mm-hmm. So this should be a good one. We're set to go. Tullahoma will move right to left as you listen on LightTube's YouTube channel and watch LightTube Channel 23. Welcome in, all of you. It's playoff football here on a chilly night at Wilkins Stadium. Everybody bundled up, and we are underway. As a short kickoff, Joe Duncan corrals it at the 20. Duncan to the 30. Out to the 34-yard line goes Joe Duncan. That's where the Wildcats will begin their first drive at their 34.
Yeah, Montgomery Central tackle there made by Leighton Payne for the Indians. Payne trying to inflict some early pain on this Wildcat offense. So let's see what Tullahoma does here. They had some big plays in that first game against Montgomery Central offensively.
Ryan Scott is the quarterback. Keyshawn Cummings, the tailback. Wildcats open up 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver screen to Jacob Dixon, and Dixon is out to the 40. A gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Dixon had a big game last week, and so he takes that little wide receiver screen and gets a wipeout block on that Indian sideline over there. Nice block by the Tullahoma wide receiver.
So spotted out to the 42, a gain of 8 for Dixon. Tullahoma's receivers are Malik Grizzard, Brody Melton, Jacob Dixon, and Joe Duncan. 2nd and 2 Wildcats at the 42. Ryan Scott looks over the defense and fades to throw. Scott's got time. Now Scott's going to tuck it and run. Gets a good block from Keyshawn Cummings, and Ryan Scott is in Montgomery Central territory at the 39-yard line. That's a Wildcat first down.
Boy, if you go back and watch the Tullahoma games this season, you see the effectiveness of a mobile quarterback. This first game between these two teams, I went back and watched it this week, and they were back there where the Indians. They would get penetration, but just the feet and the mobility, the escapability factor of Ryan Scott is tough.
1st and 10 Wildcats at the Montgomery Central 39. Receivers stacked on either side. Scott to Cummings. Cummings hit early, keeps driving those powerful legs down close to the 35, spotted at the 36, a gain of 3.
Well, you know Cummings is going to be a point of emphasis for the defensive coordinator and the Indians' defense tonight. He had over 100 yards rushing in the first contest against Montgomery Central.
Tullahoma 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line of the Indians. The offensive line for the Cats, Logan Crouch, Ian Poe, J.T. Taylor, Zach Swagger, and Caden Bradford. Keyshawn Cummings goes in motion. Scott looks to throw. Pass over the middle, zips it complete. Inside the 30 at the 27 is Joe Duncan, and that's a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, nice job by Scott. He just kept his feet moving. This guy came into the playoffs, completing 75% of his passes. So he's gotten better and better each game, and, he'll hurt you with his feet and his arm.
A gain of 9, 1st and 10 Wildcats at the Montgomery Central 27. 10 minutes remaining in a scoreless first quarter. 2 receivers split left, 2 to the right for Tullahoma. As Scott hands it to Cummings, and Cummings escapes one hole, and now Keyshawn's loose. He's headed straight for the end zone. Touchdown, Tullahoma. Keyshawn Cummings, Ken, he ran into a little congestion there in the line and just took it outside and scored.
Oh, sure did. You're not going to arm tackle the Diesel. So they had him by his jersey, pulled away from it. If he had one of them Oklahoma Sooner tearaway jerseys, it would still be laying on the field, but he broke loose to pay dirt there, did Cummings, and Tullahoma scores first.
So the Wildcats will line up to attempt the point after with Reagan Tomlin to hold or to snap, Wade Collins to hold, and Justice Chadwick, who was named a Tennessee Titans Mr. Football semifinalist. There's only 5 kickers in the state named semifinalists. Snap is down, kick is up. That kick is good. 9:40 to go, first quarter. Tullahoma 7, Montgomery Central nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Senior-laden team, and they have as many seniors as we do.
Prescott Bottling is proud to present the Talk of T-Town, a show dedicated to showing off all the outstanding events occurring in the Tullahoma City School System. A fourth-generation family business, Prescott Bottling has been servicing Middle Tennessee since 1930 and proudly providing some of the best soft drinks around, including everyone's favorite, Sundrop. For over 50 years, Prescott Bottling and Sundrop have been staples of the Tullahoma community, supporting Tullahoma high school students and celebrating all their success both on and off the field.
Tullahoma drives 6 yards in 5 plays using 2 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock. The Wildcats score on a 27-yard run by Keyshawn Cummings, and Tullahoma leads Montgomery Central 7-0 with 9:40 to go in the first quarter. Chadwick set to kick off for the Cats. Tullahoma made that look pretty easy.
Well, they sure did. A nice combination of passes, just enough passes to, loosen up the run game.
So Chadwick set to kick off. And his kick goes into the end zone for the touchback.
Ryan Scott, he kind of makes it go offensively. And that little swing pass out early to Dixon, on the first play of the backfield, then hits Duncan over the middle. And, he had that good escape run from the pocket with good pressure on. And then it was Keyshawn Cummings takes over on the ground. So nice initial drive for the Wildcats to break out on top 7-zip.
Tullahoma's defensive line, Caden Bradford, Logan Crouch, Cam Robinson, and J.T. Taylor. The linebackers are Brandon Painter, Caden Tucker, and Owen Stroop. The cornerbacks, Landon Fouch and Chris Usselton. On first down, Sykes, quarterback for Montgomery Central, rolls out to the right. A lot of pressure there from Bradford. Just throws it away, second down.
Well, I think, that the Indians are definitely going to come in offensively, and try to pass the ball some because they cannot be one-dimensional and beat the Wildcats. This team, the Indians, only had 35 total first-half yards in the initial matchup between these two teams.
Montgomery Central 2nd and 10 at the 20 with single receiver split to the left and right. They are in an I formation. Sykes hands it off, second man through. Not much room there for Cade Davis as Davis gets maybe 3.
We saw a couple Wildcats pregame, some former Wildcats alum here tonight. Saw Lee Deckelman down at the concession stand, and Lee was quite a football player, weighed 155 pounds. Said he was the strongest man on the team. He was a Green Beret. He benched 290 pounds and squatted 455, Scott. That's a man-child at 155 pounds.
Hey, Lee Stout. Montgomery Central 3rd and 7 at the 23. 3 receivers to the right. We've got a flag on the play, and it is illegal procedure against the Indians.
Yeah, it looked like Tullahoma was shifting their defensive lines into the gap just laterally, and somebody jumped for a critical mistake there for the Indians.
Tullahoma likes to shift that defensive line, and it caused teams problems. Third down and 13. Montgomery Central at the 17-yard line. 8:45 left to go. First quarter, Tullahoma leads 7-0.
And this is where the Wildcat defense likes to squeeze you like a boa constrictor. Owen Stroop had a pick 6 last week for the Wildcats. They like to get you 3rd and long and then bring the heat.
Sykes under center. Wide receiver screen is complete at the 15, and Duncan with the tackle right there at the 20-yard line. Montgomery Central will have it 4th and long.
You called it. Just excellent tackle in the open field there by the Tullahoma cornerback, the senior Joe Duncan.
So a gain of 4, but not enough. 4th down and 9 for the Indians at the 21-yard line. And let's see who the punter is tonight now. Looks like number 10, Zachary Pierce. Back to receive for Tullahoma is Chris Usselton. Pierce gets a high spiral away. really high. Usselton catches it at the 38, to the 40, the 45. Usselton 50, 45. On the far sideline, Usselton down near the 40-yard line before he's finally driven out of bounds. Nice return by Usselton. Tullahoma will have good field position.
Well, it sure was. You know, Usselton had a 39-yard touchdown catch last week, and in the first contest, back on October the 8th, Usselton had a 50-yard pick six. So he likes playing these Indians. He's making big plays every week now. I mean, you see with the ball in his hand, he's just dynamic.
He really is. Tullahoma 1st and 10 at the Montgomery Central 41. Flare pass to Dixon. Dixon to the 40, and Jacobs buried there at the 39, a gain of a couple for the Cats.
Well, the punt return, the defensive stop, 3 and out for Tullahoma on the defense. So they force a 3 and out, and they get the ball in excellent field position after the Usselton punt return. So they start out offensively with the wide receiver screen left as they started wide receiver screen right the first play to start the game.
Tullahoma stacks receivers left and right on 2nd and 9 at the Montgomery Central 40. Cummings remains the tailback for the Wildcats with receivers stacked. Back to throw is Scott. Great protection. Ryan's going to go deep. He's got Duncan. Complete. Touchdown. Tullahoma, 40 yards on the pass from Ryan Scott to Joe Duncan.
He dropped a dime on that one to Duncan. So right at the pylon, he had 3 yards on the cornerback that was trying to cover him, and he puts it right in the breadbasket. Does Ryan Scott. Man, his accuracy has improved so much as the season has went on.
And decision-making, what patience
Indeed.
he had there. Now, he had great protection, but he was patient there and waited for Duncan to get a step, laid it right out there to him, and Joe scores from 40 yards away. So Tullahoma up by 2 scores already, and Justice Chadwick will try to make it 14. Chadwick's kick is up. Count it. 6:47 to go first quarter. Cats lead it 14-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Terry Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to 2 of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcats.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly, lending pro.
Tullahoma drives 41 yards in 2 plays. The touchdown, a 40-yard pass from Ryan Scott to Joe Duncan. And the Wildcats lead Montgomery Central 14-0 with 6:47 to go in the first quarter.
Well, Ryan Scott had 2 long passes last week. He had a 41-yarder to Dixon and a 39-yarder to Usselton for touchdowns.
Chadwick's kick, I think this one's returnable, and it is at the 5, to the 10, to the 15. You got to go somewhere, runner. If you don't, you get tackled from behind, and that's exactly what Hargrove did on the kickoff coverage. Montgomery Central back inside their 20-yard line.
Yeah, 2 of these Wildcats are slated to play in the Tennessee East-West All-Star Classic for the East squad. This game is December the 10th at Austin Peay State University. Quarterback Ryan Scott and offensive lineman Ian Poe both slated to play in that contest, but hopefully they've got several more football games here in the playoffs.
And that's a great honor. I thought I saw today perhaps where J.T. Taylor also got added to that East roster.
Wonderful.
1st and 10, Montgomery Central from the shotgun. They're going to try to run wide. It's usually not advisable against the Cats, and Chris Usselton makes the stop for a loss of about 7.
Well, you know, the Tullahoma defense, you know, one of the trademarks of them is, they're a turnover machine. They put pressure on the quarterback, but they tackle well. And, you know, they go right for the legs, and they do a great job in form tackling. That's a great tackle by Usselton.
Loss of 4. 2nd and 14 Central at their 13-yard line. Tullahoma's safeties are Will Parton and Ethan Hargrove. 2nd and 14, Sykes to throw. Now he's going to run it. Sykes has the ball stripped out of his hand. He catches it on the ground but goes to the ground at the 15. So a gain of a couple of yards for Sykes, but it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, Taylor will get credit for the tackles. He touched him on the ground there. So it's going to set up another 3rd and long. These are the situations the Indians do not like, especially against this Wildcat defense.
5:30 left to play in the first quarter. Tullahoma leads 14-0.
Cats trying to force another 3 and out.
2 receivers split either side for Central. And Sykes is just going to run it, and Sykes is just going to have nowhere to go. Sykes out to the 16-yard line, maybe got a yard, but it's 4th and long. Just nothing in the passing lanes there for Sykes.
Yeah, and, that's what we talked about in the first game. There's really not an explosive playmaker on the offense. So, man, it just relies on execution. Tullahoma's defense is just so fast. It's just hard to hard to get anything going consistently against this speedy Tullahoma defense.
So Pierce will punt again for the Indians, and Usselton will retreat back to the 50-yard line. Pierce gets away another just absolutely towering kick. Usselton all the way back to the 40, makes the catch to the 50, to the 45, 40, and Usselton once again an excellent 20-yard punt return. Sets Tullahoma up inside Montgomery Central territory.
Oh, no doubt. Tullahoma's won special teams every game this season, and that trend continues tonight.
Well, Usselton is just outstanding, Ken, at retreating and catching that football.
Yeah, as you said, and this is their backup punter. Is Cunningham, the linebacker, the leading tackle on the team, out for this game.
They obviously had the wrong guy.
Yeah, this guy's boomed 2 of them early.
He's a lot better than Cunningham was.
He's actually outkicked his coverage on both of them, no doubt about it. But Usselton retreated and made good runs.
So Ryan Scott brings the offense back on the field, and he'll hand it to Cummings. Cummings twists his way inside the 35 down to the 33, a gain of 5 for Keyshawn.
Tullahoma just offensive line just blowing off the line of scrimmage there. They're snorting like bulls out there right now, man. They're just smelling blood, and they're going after the Indians on that defensive line.
Like bulls,
coming after him. Oh, yeah, with smoke. Raging bulls.
2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. 2 receivers either side for Ryan Scott. Scott, quick over the middle for Melton, incomplete. Pass was a little low. Brody went down to get it, couldn't cradle it. It's 3rd down.
That might be Scott's first incompletion of the night. I'm not sure, but that's the first one I remember falling to the ground. So,
yeah.
Other than that, Tullahoma's been flawless offensively.
So 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats at the Indians' 34. With 3:47 left to go, Tullahoma leads 14-0. We're in the first quarter.
Maybe a quarterback draw would work here.
Scott back to throw. Looks, throws over the middle deep. Intended for Dixon, incomplete. Well played back there by Sykes. The quarterback defensively breaks it up.
Yeah, he just played center field on that one, knocks it away at the goal line. So Tullahoma's going to have a 4th and 6. Let's see if they keep the offense on the field here.
Justice Chadwick was clearing 50-yard field goals.
And he
early,
did,
in warm-ups.
And he did go 3 for 3 in this first game between these two teams. 3 for 3, including a 43-yarder.
Had 3 field goals, 5 PATs, and 8 touchbacks in the first game. Tullahoma going for it, 4th down and 6. Scott retreats. Scott looks long. Scott goes long. That pass is incomplete. A lot of congestion down there in the end zone, but the ball falls away, and Tullahoma will hand it over on downs.
Yeah, pass intended down on the goal line again for Jacob Dixon. So, Tullahoma turns it over on downs there, but they were very aggressive. They're up 14 points. Why not? What yard line is it? 35. It would have been a 52-yard attempt from that spot. Actually, 51. It's on the 34.
So Tullahoma's defense has shifted a little bit. They're just basically one safety deep. Not a lot of respect for the passing game here, as Montgomery Central has it 1st and 10 at their 34. Logan Sykes, the quarterback, drops to throw. Pass out in the flat is completed to 40. Down to the 35 goes Andrew White, and that's close to a first down for the Indians.
Well, that would be their initial first down of the contest if it is. And Usselton credited with another tackle for Tullahoma.
And it is a first down for Montgomery Central, a gain of 11. Spotted inside at Montgomery Central territory at the 45.
That's their first down at the 3:23 mark of the first quarter.
Sykes back to throw, quick pass complete. At the 49 to Zach Johnson, a gain of 4.
Oh, he was buried. He barely got rid of that football. Heavy pressure by that Wildcat defensive line once again.
So Montgomery Central trying to get the passing game going. A gain of 4. 2nd and 6, Indians from their own 49. 2:55 to go. Tullahoma leads 14-0 here in the first quarter. Indians trying to rally offensively. Before this one gets away.
Yeah, and Indians passing on first down now. You know, Tullahoma
Sykes
playing running, they're throwing
under
on first
center,
down.
hands it off, nothing. 3rd and 6 for the Indians as running back Nathaniel Peck fails to penetrate the defense.
Tullahoma crowd making some noise tonight. The cowbells are shaking here. Late in the first quarter, they like what they see. Cats up 14-0. 2 touchdowns in 3 possessions, 2 3-and-outs for the Indians, but the Indians just finally got their first down there at midfield here.
3rd and 5.5 or so for Montgomery Central. They started early, no flag. Sykes rolls to the left. Sykes' pass is incomplete. Tended out there for White. He got a hand on it but couldn't bring it in. They had a receiver leave early, so no flag. They're fortunate, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to send the punt team on. Why not? That's been their bright spot. And, you know, I've said that several games this year. Lots of opposing teams' punters have been their bright spot this season against the Wildcats. But that was a high snap, kind of threw the timing of that play off a little bit. Quarterback did a good job, Sykes, just to corral that ball over his head and avert disaster.
Usselton standing at the 10. Good snap. Punt is away. This one not quite as spectacular. Usselton lets it bounce, and it's going to take a Montgomery Central roll inside the Tullahoma 10 down to the 7, and that's where the Wildcats will take over at their 7-yard line. So the worst field position of the night for Tullahoma with 1:48 to go in the first quarter.
Well, 93 yards away from pay dirt here. Let's see as Brody Melton in the offense comes back on the field. Brody did not play in this in the first game matchup between these two teams.
Keyshawn Cummings remains the tailback for the Wildcats. Malik Grizzard split to the left, single coverage. Scott just going to run right behind big Logan Crouch, and Ryan Scott is out over the 15 to the 17, close to a first down.
Oh, man, that was beautiful. Just poetry in motion there. He just puts his hand on the back between the 7 and the 5 and follows Crouch into the hole there along the right side and finds good yardage there on that run.
Man, that's what I do.
Design play, no doubt.
Gain of 10, 1st and 10, Tullahoma at the Wildcats 17.
Road grader Crouch.
That's it. Scott hands it to Cummings. Big hole in the middle. Keyshawn 35. Keyshawn out to the 40. Keyshawn to the 41 and a Wildcat first down.
Well, the Diesel just rips the yardage all the way out to the 40. This drive started at their own 7. Cats already out to the 40-yard, their own 41-yard line here with 1:13 to go in the first quarter, but this one may come back.
This one is coming back. It is holding against Tullahoma. And it will be spotted from the 22.
Well, good trend early. Cats having their way offensively. The wide receiver screen's working. They've been very aggressive going downfield, multiple deep shots. They took a 4th down shot at the goal line from about 34 yards out. Last possession, completing a few passes, so everything seems to be working for the Wildcats.
1st down and 15, Tullahoma at the Wildcat 12. Handoff Cummings. Keyshawn breaks loose at the 15. Keyshawn 20, 25, out to the 26 goes Cummings. He almost got it all back on that run.
He sure did, and cradled that football, taking good ball security there, taking care of the football. These Wildcats do a really good job of that.
Gain of 14 for Tullahoma. It is 2nd and 1. Wide receiver screen to Brody Melton. Baby Gronk puts his head down and powers his way out to the 30 and a Wildcat 1st down.
Yeah, nice job there getting Melton involved in the passing game. He's going to be critical going forward to rounds 3, 4, and hopefully 5, ending up at Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Scott.
You think so?
I hope so, man. That's the goal. That's the plan.
1st and 10, Tullahoma at the Wildcat 31. Wildcats moving fast here. Up tempo, handoff Sheffield. Sheffield 35, Sheffield to the 40. Sheffield out to the 41, close to another 1st down. Jackson Sheffield ends the 1st quarter with a 10-yard run. We've played 12 minutes. Tullahoma leads Montgomery Central 14-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Furniture and Merchandise Outlet is a factory direct furniture store based here in Tennessee. Family owned and operated for 27 years, we promise you hometown service and the guaranteed best price in the state every time. Come see our 30,000 square foot showroom with a warehouse to match, and we'll help you shop for every room in your home. Thank you, Tullahoma, for voting us Finest Furniture Store 3 years in a row. We look forward to many more.
Woods Family Dentistry understands you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, and your smile is an important part of that impression. That's why they put together the most experienced, friendly, and professional staff. Add to that the most sophisticated diagnostic and treatment technology available. The result is a winning smile so powerful you could break ice with it. Visit the smile experts at Glicken Woods Family Dentistry and let your smile be the first thing people notice about you. Glicken Woods Family Dentistry, glickenwoods.com, or find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to Wilkins Stadium, along with our graphics specialist, Christopher Redicop, our on-site engineer, Christopher Redicop. Ken Keller, I'm Scott Shastines. Ryan Scott's pass to Brody Melton is incomplete on 1st down as we begin the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cats at their 41.
Well, Brody in the slot right there. That was nice coverage by the Indians, and no chance for a completion there. Coverage by 23 for the Indians on that one. Don't have a name on the roster for that number, but 23 on the coverage.
Rafael Santana.
Ryan
Scott hands it to Jackson Sheffield. Sheffield fights his way for about 4 yards out to the 45. It's 3rd down.
Well, these Indians trying to bow up, knowing this is a critical juncture in this game. Trying to hold the Wildcats close. Their offense is struggling. They've got to play tough on defense to keep this within striking distance.
3rd and 6. Wide receiver screen to Melton. Complete at the 45 to the 50. Melton to the 45. Inside Indian territory. That's a Wildcat 1st down.
Oh, look at that burst by the Tullahoma tight end. And nice job. That ankle looked 100% on that one.
Spotted at the Montgomery Central 40, a gain of 15. Tullahoma moving extremely fast. Up tempo, wide receiver screen to Dixon complete. Dixon down to the 36, a gain of 4.
A nice job by Dixon there. You know, he does such an excellent job. That was right here in front of us on the Tullahoma sideline of eluding that first would-be tackler each time. Man, if you can just make that first guy miss, you can have success, and he does a good job of that.
11 minutes to go in the 1st half. Tullahoma leads 14-0. The Wildcats on the march. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ryan Scott at the 36-yard line. Scott's going to keep it. Cut it back at the 30, 25, 20. Ryan Scott down to the 16. That's a Wildcat first down.
Well, Scott, you talked about the decision making. He could have handed the ball off right there and got the running back stonewall, but he keeps it. He reads his key, reads the left defensive tackle. He bid on the running back. He just kept the ball and exploded for big yardage.
21 yards on that run by Ryan Scott. 1st and 10, Tullahoma at the 15. Here's Sheffield. Sheffield fights his way down to the 12.
So Tullahoma's moved the ball from their own 7-yard line all the way down to the Indian 12. Boy, we're coming after them. That's a very impressive drive by Tullahoma. And what I see right now on offense is balance. You got balance. You got a great mix of run and pass. Man, the Indians have no clue what's coming.
2nd and 8 for the Wildcats at the Central 13. 2 receivers either side. Sheffield the tailback. Scott hands it to Jackson. Jackson cuts it back inside, just continues to fight his way down to the 5-yard line, close to a first down. Let's see if he got it.
Well, Ian Poe pancaked his man that time, left him laying on the ground.
It is evidently short of a first down, so it's 3rd and 1 at the 5-yard line of the Indians. Scott looks to the sideline. Maybe get a new play. 3rd and short at the 5. Scott resets his protection. Scott, quick pass over the middle. Touchdown, Tullahoma, Brody Melton. I think Scott checked out of that, or coaches checked out of it, or something, Ken. Beautiful checkout.
Yeah, fake handoff. The linebackers bite on the run game. He just throws a slant over the middle right there for the touchdown. So great job. Precision. Tullahoma scalped them on that drive. They're up 20-zip. The Indians are being scalped at Wilkins Stadium.
You're just itching to say that.
I had to get that one out at least once.
Justice Chadwick to attempt the point after for Tullahoma. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 9:08 to go in the half. Wildcats lead it 21-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Rodney's Body Shop was voted Mayor's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for the bright red door.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
Tullahoma drives 93 yards in 12 plays, using 4 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock, scoring on a 5-yard pass from Ryan Scott to Brody Melton. And with 9:08 to go in the first half, Tullahoma leads Montgomery Central 21-0 as Justice Chadwick's kick is a touchback. And Ken, we don't take any of this good fortune for granted. These touchback kickoffs that force teams to start at the 20-yard line, high school teams are just not used to that.
Oh, you're right, and it is it's a game changer. There's no doubt about it. It's we just saw Tullahoma rip off a 93-yard drive, but Tullahoma's not going against Tullahoma's defense. These other teams, and as good as Tullahoma's defense is just, I mean, have we seen anybody, maybe Pearl Cone once, drive at 80 yards on Tullahoma all season?
Maybe. Montgomery Central, first down and 10 at the Indians' 20-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and that is White. And White got 2, maybe 3 yards.
Well, that's one thing that the Indians have. They have some punishing running backs. They have some big boys back there, 200-plus pounders.
They also have a man down right now, and he's not a lot of movement there. So we'll go ahead and take a break. Injury timeout. 8:58 to go in the half. Tullahoma leads 21-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Woodard's Diamonds and Design has a new location, and our design team is ready to help you kick off the fall season. Let's go! Stop by and let our design team help you score a touchdown with the perfect gift from Woodard's. Touchdown!
Are you looking for that special place to eat? A place that makes you feel like home? If so, the Sundrop Shop is the place to go. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 3, the Sundrop Shop has a menu to satisfy everyone's taste buds. Their soup, sandwiches, salads, and breakfast are made from scratch, served all day long. And don't forget their selection of handmade frozen treats from milkshakes to sundaes. The Sundrop Shop is a proud sponsor of the Talk of T-Town and always enjoy celebrating the success of our Tullahoma students. Join us as we say, Go Cats!
Terry Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to two of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcats.
Welcome back to Wilkins Stadium. Injured player, I think, looks like 58, Nate Perales, 6'2", 250 sophomore. He's up and on the sideline, so we'll get back to action here. Montgomery Central has the football. The Indians are at their 22-yard line facing a second down and 8 with 8:58 to go in the first half. Tullahoma leads 21-0.
Tullahoma dominating 3 touchdowns to none, and I believe that the Indians only have 1 first down thus far.
Second and 8, Sykes. Backwards pass, it's complete, and you just cannot do that against the Tullahoma defense. A loss of about 5, 6, 7 yards.
Well, you better take that play out of your playbook, Indians. That's not going to work.
We'll count that as a run since it was a backwards pass and a loss of 5. Third and 13, Montgomery Central at their 17-yard line.
Sheffield spells Caden Tucker at linebacker.
Along with Painter and Stroop. Third and 13 for Montgomery Central at the 17-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Sykes rolls left. Sykes going to run it, and Sykes is sacked. Sykes had no chance as Ethan Anderson was in there. Got a hold of Sykes along with Painter.
And Jackson Sheffield, that's just call that the Wildcat crunch.
The crunch.
Man, he was crunched.
A loss of 4. That'll bring up 4th and 17 at the 13-yard line. And for Montgomery Central, this will be the 4th punt of the night. They've punted every time they had the ball.
Chris Elston camped on the Wildcat or on the Indian 48-yard line. Score of interest in the second quarter from Savannah, Tennessee. Pearl Cone leads Hardin County 14-7.
The winner of this game will play the winner of that game, either here or at Montgomery Central. 5-yard penalty against Montgomery Central puts them a little bit deeper in the hole as their punter now standing 5 yards in the end zone, and Usselton creeps up to the 42. There's the snap, gets it away. Oh, boy, Tullahoma was in there, but flags fly and the whistles blow and stop play. just before the Wildcats got a block. That's offsides against Tullahoma. No wonder they were in such good position. So put the 5 yards back, call it 4th and 17 again at the 13-yard line.
4th and 17 here. Of course, I'm not the coach, but I would go punt safe here. Don't risk a roughing the punter on the end zone and get a good return.
Tullahoma blocks it. Stroop blocks it. The ball's in the end zone. It's been recovered by the Wildcats. Touchdown. Owen Stroop got the block. Evan Tomlin got the recovery, and the Wildcats are on the board.
Yeah, 6 blocks it, 7 recovers it. It looked like the quarterback fell on the ball at the 2-yard line. It squirts out into the end zone somehow, and Tomlin recovers it. So I was just saying, hey, that's why I'm not coaching. That's why I'm up here in the press box. I said I'd play punt safe, go for the return, not rough the kicker, but that was a Stroop, great block, laid out for it, got all ball. And the Wildcats get yet another non-offensive touchdown created by special teams.
Justice Chadwick lines up the point after for Tullahoma. And the snap from Reagan Tomlin and the hold by Wade Collins. Snap, dropped, and flag on the play. Tullahoma's going to get an illegal procedure. So they'll just get to try it again from 5 yards deeper. Not sure what the illegal procedure was, but Collins bobbled the snap. Chadwick still made the point after. Tullahoma 5-yard penalty, though. We'll try it again now from the 15. So the point after becomes a 25-yard point after, as if Chadwick doesn't have that in his leg.
Well, Stroop has had a couple of big weeks here in a row.
Good snap, good hold. Good kick. 7 minutes to go in the half. Tullahoma 28, Montgomery Central nothing. You're watching the Light Tube Sports Network.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want, so you can bank when, where, and how you want, at our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
Is lag hurting your gaming? Is a weak signal stalling your social media posts? Are constant updates slowing down your productivity? TUA LightTube has a solution. Enroll in our mesh router service starting at $9.95 a month. With the ability to cover your home with increased signal strength, you can increase productivity and whole home happiness. Start winning today by calling TUA LightTube customer service at 455-4515.
In East Tennessee, Greenville leads Fulton 28-6 at halftime. Here, Tullahoma leads Montgomery Central 28-0 with 7 minutes to go in the half after a block punt by Owen Stroop and a recovery by Evan Tomlin for a touchdown. Chadwick's kick, again, this one is in the end zone for the touchback.
The return man for Montgomery Central just turns around and waves at the football as it trickles through the back of the end zone.
Elizabethton leads Anderson County 35-7. These are all Class 4A scores that I'm going to try to give you here. Red Bank leads Macon County 20-0. Upperman leads DeKalb County 21-0. Montgomery Central first down and 10 at their 20-yard line, trailing 28-0 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Under center is Sykes. Sykes' option is to go down in the backfield. A host of Tullahoma Wildcats sack Sykes.
Yeah, I believe J.T. Taylor got there first. Big 66, playing right defensive end for the Wildcats. Swallowed him up. And, so in this playoff round, that you had 8 quads of 4. 7 of the 8 number 1 seeds advanced last week and won only one real upset. Boy, in the top part of that bracket, Scott Greenville and Elizabethton setting up another rematch in round 3. That's going to be a great football game.
Yeah, they are. For about the 6th year in a row. Montgomery Central 2nd and 12 now at the 18-yard line. Man in motion. Sykes to throw. Rolls to the right. Sykes is going to chunk it up in no man's land. He had no receiver within 15 yards of that pass. It is incomplete, 3rd and 12.
True fact. And we talked about the last 2 big weeks for Mr. Owen Stroop, Tullahoma senior. He had a pick 6 on an interception return for a touchdown last week, and now blocks a punt that turns into a touchdown this week. Two great playoff.
That block
moments.
was undoubted, right? I mean, he was in his face.
He didn't just graze the ball, man.
He got all
leather, didn't he?
He got leather. He got leg.
Leather and lace.
Everything. 3rd and 12 for the Indians at their 18-yard line. Sykes under center. They're going to run it, and they're going to run it nowhere. A loss of 3 on the play, and that is Andrew White, and White just nowhere to go.
Well, it seemed like, we had an offensive lineman go out last series for the Indians. They're just running slower and slower off the field each series. Tullahoma already starting to take over physically and just punish the Indian offense unmercifully. They cannot get anything going.
A loss of 3 on the play. Every play in that series was a loss, except for the incomplete pass.
They're punting from the goal line again.
4th down for Central, 4th and 15. There's a low snap, gets it away, and kicker tries to do what he can to get a flag.
Well, you talk about an Academy
Award. As it goes
Award.
out of bounds at about the 50-yard line.
Well, he waited about 3 seconds and fell down, grabbed his toe. Now he's having a talk with the referee back there. But, man, you talk about an Academy Award. Wait till you see this replay on this one.
Well, I don't know if he got an Academy Award or not because they didn't throw the flag.
Yeah.
So I think
he tried to get one.
I think he's just a failed actor. You
Yeah.
know? He's had big dreams, but he's waiting tables.
No doubt. Yeah, several Tullahoma alums in the house tonight. Saw Greg Smith in the house, former defensive lineman, and Jay Spry.
Tullahoma lines it up at midfield. Handoff Cummings. Keyshawn looks for a block, gets it. Keyshawn's going to take it outside. Now cuts it back at the 40. Spins his way down to the 38. Keyshawn Cummings with a Wildcat first down.
Boy, Joe Duncan and Jacob Dixon both double teaming a tackle, a would-be defender over here, and a great job of following their block by Cummings. They try to rip the ball out of his grasp, and he holds on to it. Nice run.
Tullahoma continues its up-tempo. I love the pace that the Wildcats are playing offense tonight. Ken, it reminds you of Tennessee a little bit.
It sure does.
Cats split 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and Scott. Looks long. Oh, a little head fake. He's got Joe Duncan. It's complete. Touchdown, Tullahoma. I mean, the beautiful little ball fake by Ryan Scott. And Duncan was open.
Oh, it
Beautiful.
sure was, man. So, you set him up, dink and doink, with the little wide receiver screen. So he just kind of pump faked that wide receiver screen and then went over the top to Duncan, who just blew by his defender wide open. Beautiful pass, great touch, beautiful spiral there by Ryan Scott, the Tullahoma quarterback.
Yeah, I thought he might overthrow Duncan, but great comeback by Duncan to get that football. Justice Chadwick's point after kick is up and good. 4:40 to go in the half. Tullahoma 35, Montgomery Central nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Prescott Bottling is proud to present the Talk of T-Town, a show dedicated to showing off all the outstanding events occurring in the Tullahoma City School System. A fourth-generation family business, Prescott Bottling has been servicing Middle Tennessee since 1930 and proudly providing some of the best soft drinks around, including everyone's favorite, Sundrop. For over 50 years, Prescott Bottling and Sundrop have been staples of the Tullahoma community, supporting Tullahoma high school students and celebrating all their success both on and off the field.
Tullahoma drives 50 yards in 2 plays, scoring on a 39-yard pass from Ryan Scott to Joe Duncan. And with 4:40 to play in the first half, Tullahoma leads 35-0. Chadwick's kickoff deep into the end zone.
We appreciate all our listeners out there.
And we got a flag. Tullahoma may have been offsides.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that back. Mickey Miller would like to thank all the veterans for their service. Scott, thank you for your service. Veterans Day was yesterday, and he says that the Wildcats defense smells blood in the water.
No doubt about it. So Tullahoma will re-kick it, this time from the 35-yard line after the offsides by the Wildcats. So, Ken, I got to admit to you, I did not expect. I mean, last week before, yeah. Tonight, did not expect 35-0 first half.
Yeah, I mean, Tullahoma blew them out really in the second half. In the first half, with 3:13 to go, back when they played October 8th, Tullahoma had a 3-point lead, 10-7. This is much, much worse than that first contest. And you're right, I didn't expect this either. I thought the Cats would pull away, but man, this is impressive.
These first half offensive outbursts are just phenomenal. Chadwick, a low bouncing kick, bobbled by Central. That's exactly what you want. Tullahoma's got that football at the 22-yard line. It's Malik Grizzard recovers for the Wildcats. And Montgomery Central is devastated.
Yeah, we have carnage. We have players laying all over the field for Montgomery Central face down. They're finally getting up. But, man, you got to – it's hard to field a squib kick. So, nice job by Brady Goodman and the Tullahoma special teams coaches, to just squib that ball down because you can kick it through the end zone, and Tullahoma recovers it after the Indian fumble.
Well, after the penalty.
Yeah.
That potentially takes the end zone away. So I think Tullahoma just decided let's go a different route, and it worked out.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Cats at the 21. Sheffield is the tailback. Jackson will get the football. Jackson fights his way for a yard, maybe 2. Tullahoma just soon use the rest of this first half clock. Spotted at the 20, so a gain of 2.
Well, you look at these, analyze these special teams, all the kicks through the end zone. The punt returns early by Chris Usselton, putting in plus territory for Tullahoma. The block punt, now the recovered fumble on a squib kick. So, I mean, special teams, dominance. Unreal.
Tullahoma using some time here. 4:05 left to go in the half, leading 35-0. Scott, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And here's Sheffield. Sheffield bounces it to the 15, down to the 10, goes Jackson Sheffield. That's a Wildcat first down.
Well, and on the whole schedule for the Indians this year, 11-1, the only other loss they have was to Pearl Cone, 16-8. Pearl Cone leads Hardin County, an undefeated team and a number 1 seed out of Region 6, 14-7. So Tullahoma's put it on this team twice, and they're the only ones that have.
Wildcats line it up, first down and goal at the central 5-yard line. Scott hands off Sheffield. Sheffield bounces off one would-be tackler, but not the second after a gain of 1.
Well, Sheffield, just a durable runner there, doing his thing, shedding tackles. It's hard to get him down with one defender. I mean, it normally takes a couple of guys to bring him down because he does such a great job of keeping his legs and feet moving.
And Jackson stays within himself.
He does.
When he runs. He doesn't try to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
He tries to gain the extra yard, but not too much. He wraps that ball up well. 2nd and goal, Tullahoma at the central 4. Clock runs 2:50 left to go in the half. Cats on top 35-0. Ethan Anderson is the H-back. And here's Sheffield. Cuts it back behind Anderson. Not much there. Well played by Montgomery Central. And it's going to be 3rd and goal for the Wildcats. No gain on the play.
Ball's on the 4-yard line. 3rd down. Brian Scott comes over and gets a signal. I saw Earlier in some games, we saw the Oregon Duck sideline symbol. They got a bunch of those signs. I've seen a Georgia sign, now, seen a Michigan State Spartan sign so far.
And some red stripes. Tullahoma 3rd down and goal at the Montgomery Central 4-yard line. Scott, Sheffield, touchdown! Tullahoma, Jackson Sheffield, the right side of that offensive line gets it done, and Tullahoma scores again.
Well, we talked about one of the keys to victory was the offensive line. The strongest link of this team, they got Poe back, didn't have him the first round against these guys. They're doing a great job of sustaining blocks in the run game and really keeping Ryan Scott's jersey clean tonight. Excellent job by the offensive line.
So Justice Chadwick's night is likely through. Grant Chadwick will attempt the point after on the hold from Collins. And Grant's kick is up, and it's good. 1:54 to go in the first half. Tullahoma 42, Montgomery Central nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Terry Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to 2 of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcats.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly, lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
Tullahoma drives 21 yards in 5 plays, scoring on a 4-yard run by Jackson Sheffield. And with 1:54 to go in the first half, the Wildcats lead Montgomery Central 42-0. Grant Chadwick's kick goes into the end zone for the touchback.
Well, what you want to do now, we talked about, going to get into some 4-quarter games. The Tullahoma's only had 2 of them now to 12 contests, up 42-0 here in the first half of this one. So you just want to stay injury-free. Keep playing hard and hopefully avoid injuries here.
Tullahoma will begin to substitute in its defensive unit, leading 42-0 here. An underclassman or a non-starter at Tullahoma this year has sure gotten a lot of playing time.
Boy, you got
if you're a second teamer, you've played more than the first team this year. I'm serious.
Oh, you are serious. You're right. You're dead on.
They played 2.5, 3 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
First team plays a quarter. Sykes hands it off inside. Gain of 5 that time for White.
Yeah, Grizzard's out there, Hops out there, Hargrove's out there. Still have Landon Fouch out there. Saw his mother at Dr. Bills' office. Took my wife in for a checkup after her knee replacement, and boy, she said, "Hey, you're the one that calls the Wildcat games." I said, "Well, we appreciate you listening, man." She's so proud of her grandson, Landon Fouch. He's had a successful career here with the Wildcats.
Really
Lots
good
of highlights.
career. Sykes under center on 2nd and 5. Hands it off. Same thing, nothing. Swagger just wrestles down Nathaniel Peck,
Yeah,
and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, he did. Big, 54. Nice job. Those guys, there's another guy limping off, another player, number 24. I don't think he's going to be able to make it off the field for the Indians.
He didn't make it.
That's Nathan Peck.
Did he make it? He didn't make it. Wow. So we will take an injury timeout here. 1:08 to go in the first half. Tullahoma leads 42-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Furniture and Merchandise Outlet is a factory direct furniture store based here in Tennessee. Family owned and operated for 27 years, we promise you hometown service and the guaranteed best price in the state every time. come see our 30,000 square foot showroom with a warehouse to match, and we'll help you shop for every room in your home. Thank you, Tullahoma, for voting us Finest Furniture Store 3 years in a row. We look forward to many more.
Woods Family Dentistry understands you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, and your smile is an
The injured players, number 24, Nathaniel Peck, goes off to the Montgomery Central sideline. The Indians have it 3rd down and 4 at their 26, trailing Tullahoma 42-0. 1 minute left to go in the first half. Sykes under center. Little misdirection. Sykes kept it, and he's sacked. Cam Robinson with a sack on Sykes back at the 23.
Well, they've had trouble blocking him 2 games. Tullahoma's defensive line just eating up Montgomery Central's offensive line, and much like they did the first game. I mean, they could not block 71 in game 1. They're not doing it tonight either.
They're not blocking anybody tonight, Ken.
No, quite frankly,
they're really not.
It would be in the quarterback's best interest just to hand the ball off. Right?
Hand it off
Get out.
Or throw it up there.
Yeah,
Chunk
hand it
that
off.
sucker.
Don't keep it.
Malik Grizzard back to receive this punt, standing at the Tullahoma 45 with 19 seconds left. And Montgomery Central kicks it to Grizzard. He catches it at midfield and is dropped there. So Montgomery Central avoids disaster deep in its own end once again, and Tullahoma run one play here at the 50-yard line, and we'll go to the break.
Yeah, that was excellent coverage there by Andrew White for Montgomery Central. Wrapped up Grizzard quickly on that one.
Not sure what's coming up at halftime here. I'm not sure that the whole Tullahoma band is here. So the band will perform at halftime.
Tullahoma with time for one play here. 8 seconds left in the first half, up 42-0.
Handoff Evan Tomlin, and there's a flag on the play as Tomlin loses about 4 yards. And we got a flag.
They call holding on the Cats, but I think they're going to decline it and run the clock out.
So it is holding. Tullahoma declined. And the first half has come to an end. We've played 24 minutes here at Wilkins Stadium, and it has been all Tullahoma. Your score at halftime, Tullahoma 42, Montgomery Central nothing. You're watching the Light Tube Sports Network.
Rodney's Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for the bright red door.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
Daft Punk Tunes.
Give some pro cops Report to the dance floor. Everybody get
Let's hear it for the Montgomery Central Marching Band under the direction of Carmen Bonner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field now your Tullahoma Wildcat Marching Band. This evening, they're going to present a special combined performance with our friends from the Montgomery Central Band. Tonight, these bands have worked together to perform one of our favorite tunes for you, South. All right, bands, are you ready? Kick it off, Carly and Thompson. So get on your feet and let's make some noise as we bring it up front, up close, and in your face. Kick it off, Justin. The Tullahoma Band would like to thank their sponsors, the Coffee County Sheriff's Department, Citizens Strike.
Woodard's Diamonds in Design has a new location, and our design team is ready to help you kick off the fall season. Let's go! Stop by and let our design team help you score a touchdown with the perfect gift from Woodard's. Touchdown!
Are you looking for that special place to eat? A place that makes you feel like home? If so, the Sundrop Shop is the place to go. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 3, the Sundrop Shop has a menu to satisfy everyone's taste buds. Their soup, sandwiches, salads, and breakfasts are made from scratch, served all day long. And don't forget their selection of handmade frozen treats from milkshakes to sundaes. The Sundrop Shop is a proud sponsor of the Talk of T-Town and always enjoys celebrating the success of our Tullahoma students. Join us as we say, Go Cats!
No, I ain't done yet. Everybody in the club wanna work. Tight jeans, pop shirt, short skirts. Back again, check it, let's begin. Party up, have some novelties. He's in the house, jump, rejoice in the party over there, baby, hands in the it's better than yours. Whatever you must do.
Let's give a big round of applause for the Montgomery Central High School dance team. Great job.
Terry Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to two of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcats.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay. Bank your change. Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want, so you can bank when, where, and how you want, at our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
Is lag hurting your gaming? Is a weak signal stalling your social media posts? Are constant updates slowing down your productivity? TUA LightTube has a solution. Enroll in our mesh router service starting at $9.95 a month. With the ability to cover your home with increased signal strength, you can increase productivity and whole home happiness. Start winning today by calling TUA LightTube customer service at 455-4515.
Prescott Bottling is proud to present the Talk of T-Town, a show dedicated to showing off all the outstanding events occurring in the Tullahoma City School System. A fourth-generation family business, Prescott Bottling has been servicing Middle Tennessee since 1930 and proudly providing some of the best soft drinks around, including everyone's favorite, Sundrop. For over 50 years, Prescott Bottling and Sundrop have been staples of the Tullahoma community, supporting Tullahoma high school students and celebrating all their success both on and off the field.
Terry Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to two of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcats.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly, lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
Furniture and Merchandise Outlet is a factory direct furniture store based here in Tennessee. Family owned and operated for 27 years, we promise you hometown service and the guaranteed best price in the state every time. Come see our 30,000 square foot showroom with a warehouse to match, and we'll help you shop for every room in your home. Thank you, Tullahoma, for voting us Finest Furniture Store 3 years in a row. We look forward to many more.
Woods Family Dentistry understands you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, and your smile is an important part of that impression. That's why they put together the most experienced, friendly, and professional staff. Add to that the most sophisticated diagnostic and treatment technology available. The result is a winning smile so powerful you could break ice with it. Visit the smile experts at Woods Family Dentistry and let your smile be the first thing people notice about you. Woods Family Dentistry, glickenwoods.com, or find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to Wilkins Stadium. We are at halftime where Tullahoma leads Montgomery Central 42-0 in this second round TSSAA State High School football playoff game. The Wildcats took the opening kickoff, wasted no time, drove 66 yards in 5 plays, scoring on a 27-yard run by Keyshawn Cummings with 9:40 to go in the first. Tullahoma led 7-0. After forcing a Montgomery Central punt, the Wildcats only needed 2 plays to go 41 yards, scoring on a 40-yard pass from Ryan Scott to Joe Duncan with 6:47 to go in the first quarter. Tullahoma led 14-0. That's how the first quarter ended. But the Wildcats had the ball driving. They continued that drive to start the second quarter, scoring on a 5-yard pass from Ryan Scott to Joe Duncan with 9:08 to go in the half. Tullahoma led 21-0. On Montgomery Central's next possession, Tullahoma blocked a punt. Owen Stroop blocked it. Evan Tomlin recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown. 7 minutes remaining in the half. Tullahoma led 28-0. After forcing a Central punt, Tullahoma again only needed 2 plays, scoring on a 39-yard pass from Scott to Duncan with 4:40 to go in the half. Tullahoma led 35-0. The Wildcats recovered the kickoff and drove 21 yards in 5 plays, scoring on a 4-yard Jackson Sheffield run, 42-0 at halftime. The stats are staggering. First for Tullahoma, Ryan Scott, 9 of 13 through the air for 124 yards and 3 touchdowns. Joe Duncan caught 2 of those touchdowns, had 3 catches for 88 yards. Brody Melton, 3 for 23 and a score. Jacob Dixon, 3 for 13. On the ground for Tullahoma, Keyshawn Cummings, 5 carries, 59 yards and a touchdown. Jackson Sheffield, 9 carries, 41 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Scott, 3 carries, 50 yards. Evan Tomlin had a carry for -4. Tullahoma ran the ball 18 times for 146 yards, threw it 13 times for 124 yards. Tullahoma, 270 yards total offense. For Montgomery Central, Sykes through the air, 3 of 6 for 19 yards. On the ground, this is staggering. Montgomery Central ran the ball 13 times, -6 yards net rushing. Central ran 19 plays and had net 13 total yards in the first half. Ken, that's pretty dominating.
Well, I tell you what, last Saturday I was in Tuscaloosa watching LSU and Alabama, and Alabama only ran for 6 yards total against LSU, but this defense tonight's even more, as impressive as that. The Wildcats, tremendous run defense, man, just stuffing them. They cannot get anything. This is total demolition right here.
So Tullahoma
total demolition.
Will have the mercy clock running to open the second half. What that means is when you lead by 35 or more points in the second half in Tennessee high school football, the clock runs nonstop. It will only stop for touchdown, for scores, injuries, and timeouts. Clock keeps going for incomplete passes, out of bounds, and that sort of thing. So, Kim, once again, Tullahoma got the mercy clock going. I haven't figured it up on the year, but this is our 12th game. I'm going to say probably 7 or 8 of them have had the mercy clock. Special teams really shine bright in this first half.
Oh, no doubt about it. They recovered a fumble and a squib kick, and then also a block punt by Owen Stroop, recovered by Tomlin in the end zone. So you're right. The special teams have been sterling, along with a couple nice punt returns by Chris Usselton. And so Tullahoma's been dominant every game in special teams. They're looking good in round 2 here. They'll play the winner of Pearl Cone and Hardin County. That game currently 14-14 down in Savannah, Tennessee. So we're looking forward to next week already. No, we got one half of football to go, but, man, it's a magical ride this season, Scott.
It really is. And last year as well.
Yeah.
So Tullahoma, Grant Chadwick will kick it off. The Wildcats moving left to right here in the third quarter, and Chadwick's kick will be taken at the goal line. Out to the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Returner out to the 27, 28-yard line. That's where Central will begin. Their best field position of the night.
It's Colton Proctor and Jackson Sheffield lead the defense onto the field with numerous substitutions in there. I see Ethan Hargrove in there.
Bo Banks
33, yeah, Bo Banks.
In at a corner for the Wildcats.
Tullahoma sophomore, Bo Banks. Saw his mother at the concession stand pregame.
Zane Hoff is in at a defensive back for Tullahoma. Evan Tomlin is a linebacker along with Sheffield and Grizzard. Brock Stroop at one corner, Banks at the other. The safeties Hoff and Ethan Hargrove. Montgomery Central 1st and 10 at the 28. And there's a handoff. A little bit of room outside for number 1 for Central. His first carry, Corian Reed, and Reed picks up 6.
Yeah, Tullahoma tackle by Ethan Anderson, boy, and He was chasing him down on that one. Good job by Anderson.
So Reed looked quick. You wonder why they haven't used Reed before now.
Sure.
Kay Davis is the tailback right now for Central on 2nd and 4 at the Indians 34. Sykes will hand it off, and there's Davis getting out to the 45-yard line of the Wildcats, and that's a first down.
Yeah, they gashed us on that one up the middle. Maybe their longest run in the football game.
Well, they're gonna get some of those stats now against this second-team Wildcat defense.
You know, they're desperately, and they're embarrassed. Their pride's hurt. They're wounded. They want to come out and avert the shutout here in the third quarter if they can. Get that goose egg off the board.
Central lines it up, 1st and 10 at the 46 with Sykes in the shotgun. Brings a man in motion. Sykes will keep it, and Sykes had nowhere to go. Ethan Anderson met him face to face, and there's a flag on the play.
Well, he hit him high. I hope that's not the call. I mean, it seemed like a clean tackle to me.
And they'll wave off the flag, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for Central at the 46.
Well, this Tullahoma defense, these guys, we've seen the 2nd, 3rd levels all season. They come in and play with pride and intensity too. So they want to get their name called out over the loudspeaker. They're playing hard as well.
2nd and 10 Central. Sykes hands it off fullback. And this is 40 Daly Vincent, and Vincent gets out over the 50-yard line into Tullahoma territory.
Former Tullahoma Wildcat wide receiver Trent Moore, class of 1980, in the house. So lots of former football players here watching, and I'm sure there'll be more of them even in round 3 as Tullahoma is going to host next week, round 3 here.
3rd down and 5, Montgomery Central at the Tullahoma 49-yard line. Sykes under center, hands it off. 1st down and a little more as Kenyon Connor gets inside the 45 down to the 42.
Hargrove with the tackle for Tullahoma.
At the 43, gain of 6 on 3rd and 5, so a 1st down for the Indians. Clock runs, 8 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Tullahoma leads 42-0. Central has Sykes in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Brings a man in motion, and they run into each other. Sykes is caught behind the line and sacked. Ethan Anderson chased him down after the running backs ran into each other. And sometimes on that type of offense, that option, Ken, just gets confusing in there.
Yeah, Anderson only a sophomore. He's impressive here. He's making some nice hits out there. Good motor.
Loss
and
of 8.
Loves to tackle.
2nd down and 18 for Central, back in their own territory now at the 49-yard line. Sykes in the gun. Has Vincent as his tailback. Sykes will roll to the right. Looking to throw, and this pass is incomplete as he was being chased down by Colton Proctor. It's 3rd and 18.
One thing that we've noticed from up here is they've rolled him out all night long. He's not set in the pocket at all to throw the football. He's either rolling right or left every time he drops back.
Wouldn't you?
yeah, absolutely.
Want to get away?
Yeah, with that jailbreak offensive line. So I watched Hardin County play against Chester County, the team Tullahoma beat last week and beat 49-12. Hardin County set up offensively just like Tullahoma is. They spread you out, wide receiver screens, shots down the middle, athletic quarterback. Don't know if we're going to get them or Pearl Cone, but it should be a great round 3.
Sykes sacked by Ethan Anderson back at the 41-yard line. What a series for Anderson.
There's that man again. We just talked about him. At least 3 tackles in this series. So great job by Ethan.
Loss of 7. And it is 4th and 25 for Central. Back at their 42-yard line, they'll punt it away as Tullahoma will send Malik Grizzard back.
Jake Martin, number 28, in for Tullahoma.
Punt is away, and it is a high silo kick. Doesn't go very far. Takes a Tullahoma bounce, and the Wildcats are going to have excellent field position at their 40-yard line.
Well, knock on wood, but very few penalties tonight in this football game. Tullahoma had a holding call at the end of the first half that was declined. We saw a procedure, I believe, on Montgomery Central early in the contest, but pretty clean football game so far from a penalty standpoint.
Mercy clock continues to run. 5:05 left to go in the third quarter. Cats have it. 1st and 10 at their 40-yard line. The quarterback is Wade Collins. The tailback is Evan Tomlin. We'll try to get you some more numbers here. Collins, Tomlin. Tomlin straight in the middle of that line, no gain.
Well, we've seen Tomlin score this year on the ground a couple times. Big 73 Jackson Bennett in on that offensive line. I saw his father down pregame on the field. He was all excited wearing his Wildcat jacket. He said he had 2 sons on the team. So
Sam Northcott on that offensive line for Tullahoma. Number 52. Like you mentioned, Mason Miller. Eli Morgan. Tullahoma now 2nd down and 10 at the 40-yard line. 4:15 to go in the third. High snap over the head of Collins, and Collins wisely falls on it all the way back at the 27, a loss of 13.
Well, Tullahoma averts the turnover on that one. They've been turnover free tonight, which is, an excellent job. That's one thing we talked about. They needed to win the turnover margin, the turnover battle. That's critical in playoff situations, and Tullahoma's doing that tonight.
Wildcats already milking that clock for all it's worth. Tullahoma facing a 3rd and long, 3rd and 23 at the central 27-yard line.
Liam Grider in the slot, number 32 for Tullahoma.
Collins takes the snap, hands it off Tomlin. Spin move Tomlin, then he's dropped for a gain of 1.
He got racked on that one, didn't he? Popped him pretty good. So
4th and long, Tullahoma facing probably its first punt of the night, and it will be Grant Chadwick to do the punting.
Tullahoma got through their first 10 games, got through a full regular season with single-digit punts, only 9. So that shows you how explosive this offense has been all year long for these Tullahoma Wildcats.
3 minutes remain here in the third quarter. Cats lead it 42-0. Punting the football away is Grant Chadwick, and Chadwick releases a bomb. Fair catch called for. It hit the Montgomery Central player, and then it's recovered by the Indians at the 23. What a punt by Chadwick. That's about 45 yards.
Oh, it sure was. Nice job. And that fumble was recovered for the Indians by Lucas Schaefer, number 27. Alertly falls on the football for Montgomery Central.
And the clock just ticks. 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. Central has it at their 23-yard line, trailing Tullahoma 42-0. I'll talk with Wildcat head coach John Olive after the game. I don't know what to ask him anymore.
Well, this game has followed script from, like you said, about 7 or 8 games that they've played out of these 12 this season.
Yeah. Handoff up the middle for Central. And a gain of about 7 yards there for Vincent. And Central again has a man down. It has been pretty ugly physically for Central tonight after a gain of 8 there by Vincent. We've got an injury timeout. 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Tullahoma leads Montgomery Central 42-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Rodney's Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for the bright red door.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family with 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
Woodard's Diamonds in Design has a new location, and our design team is ready to help you kick off the fall season. Let's go! Stop by and let our design team help you score a touchdown with the perfect gift from Woodard's. Touchdown!
The injured player is Troy Coulter for Montgomery Central, 6 foot, 300-pound senior, and he is off to the sidelines now. We're just about set to get back underway. 2nd down and 2 for the Indians. Call it 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line. New quarterback in, hands off, little pitch back, and they've got a man loose out on the far sideline. Out to the 45-yard line goes Sykes, who's actually playing tailback, Ken, while Jack Pulley was playing quarterback.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a nice play, just a little toss pitch, a student body ride, and
it's coming back.
It's going to come back. Maybe we see why it sprung for good yardage there on that one. Couple scores in from East Tennessee. Not surprised is the higher seed. The higher seeds win Greenville all over Knoxville Fulton. That's a final 56-12, and Elizabethton beat Anderson County 45-7. So that's going to set up a rematch in the game that Greenville won earlier this season. Number 1 against number 2.
Man, those teams get that clock running. They get their business over with.
Sure do.
1st and 10. Here's Sykes again running at tailback, and he gets about 5 yards. And I guess, this is just something the senior wanted to do, Ken, is run a little tailback, and he is.
Yeah, why not? It's going to be his last game, so why not? Colby Tucker into the game for Tullahoma, number 27.
And also 28, Jake Martin, 5'8", 165 junior. So Tullahoma going deep on the bench again.
Mm-hmm.
And Montgomery Central has its 2nd and 4 at the Wildcat 49. This is a handoff again, straight up the middle, short of the 1st down. Falling for yardage is Vincent.
Well, no doubt.
As the 3rd quarter, sorry to cut you off, partner, but the 3rd quarter has come to a close. 12 minutes to go. Tullahoma is in complete control. The Wildcats lead 42-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Are you looking for that special place to eat? A place that makes you feel like home? If so, the Sundrop Shop is the place to go. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 3, the Sundrop Shop has a menu to satisfy everyone's taste buds. Their soups, sandwiches, salads, and breakfasts are made from scratch, served all day long. And don't forget their selection of handmade frozen treats from milkshakes to sundaes. The Sundrop Shop is a proud sponsor of the Talk of T-Town and always enjoy celebrating the success of our Tullahoma students. Join us as we say, Go Cats!
We begin the 4th quarter. Montgomery Central with the football, handoff straight up the middle again to Vincent, and Vincent just carries Wildcats inside the Tullahoma 45 to the 44, so it's a 1st down for Montgomery Central.
Well, once again, Tullahoma gets it done in the first half, Scott. They rolled up 42 points on the Chester County Eagles last week, had a 42-6 halftime lead, 42-0 tonight. We talked about, winning the 4th quarter. It's hard to win 4th quarters if you don't get pushed to the 4th quarter.
It is. Jack Pulley remains the quarterback for Montgomery Central. He'll hand it off in a gain of 3 or 4. Let's go through some scores of interest on the playoffs here. Lebanon leads Riverdale at halftime 14-10. Loudoun beat Cannon County 42-20. Trousdale County beat Meigs County 16-8. Powell beat McMinn County 49-7. Red Bank over Macon County 40-0. South Pittsburgh beat Clay County 31-7. Montgomery Central, 2nd down and 5 at the Tullahoma 39. And they run it up very close to a first down. I think he got it. Looks like he got down to the 33, and it is a first down.
Clock ticks, 10:23 left.
Elsewhere, Giles County leads Kingston 36-0 at halftime. Gordonsville over Joe Burns 35-8 in the third quarter. Oakland leads Shelbyville 49-6 in the fourth quarter. Ray County beat Carnes tonight. How about this? 63-48.
Oh.
Pearl Cone and Hardin County are still tied 14-14 early in the third quarter. Montgomery Central says goes for no gain on first down. Upperman leads DeKalb County 21-6 in the third quarter. Fayetteville leads Dresden 21-7 third quarter. Forest over Lewis County 13-6 fourth quarter. Green Hill barely holding off Columbia 21-17 third quarter.
It's a good game.
Hendersonville leads Gallatin 28-0 third quarter. Pearl Cone, Hardin County still tied at 14. McKenzie leads Cornersville 21-0 as Pulley runs it for Central. Look at gain of a couple there.
That's going to set up fourth down.
Haywood leads Melrose 21-6 at halftime.
That Haywood team undefeated, their number 1 seed.
They are indeed. Ravenwood leads Collierville 25-14 in the third quarter. Henry County over Munford, Tennessee, 42-14 third quarter. So there's a scoring update there. Again, the Biggie, Pearl Cone, Hardin County tied at 14. Here, Tullahoma leads 42-0, 8:41 to go. Montgomery Central 3rd and 9. Handoff inside Vincent. Nope, faked me out. It's a pitch back, and Central still fighting for that first down, but not going to get there as Caden Ashby took the pitch out after a great ball fake by the young quarterback Pulley.
Pulley pulled it.
He pulled it. he pulled me right into the to the fake.
So they're going to be a few yards short here. It looks like about 3 yards, and it's going to be 4th and 3. Got to go for it. 8:07 to go in this game. 42-zip Wildcats. They're going to get to where they were last year. Then they're going to get past where they were last year, Scott.
Tullahoma's going to reach the quarterfinals for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. That has never happened in Tullahoma football history. Sykes hands it off Vincent. Vincent did not get the first down. That was 4th down. Tullahoma
sure was.
Has stopped Montgomery Central on 4th and 4.
It's close.
Well, now they're going to say it's a first down. Boy, that's a heck of a spot Vincent got there. First down, Montgomery Central at the Tullahoma 23. 7:25 to go.
Your classic right-footed spot, Scott.
I'm telling you.
So your boys in Knoxville, Tennessee, host the number 1 team in the nation tomorrow, the Volunteers. 2:30 CBS game against the Georgia Bulldogs, Scott. Did you give Tennessee a chance?
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance.
Not much of one, no. Little misdirection. This is Sykes around left end. Sykes is hit out on the sideline and knocked out of bounds by Banks, I think, over there.
Man, it might have been Grizzard. I'm not sure, but all the way over on the other sideline, just kind of an inside handoff, little misdirection play. So well-designed, well-disguised play there, and but Tullahoma makes the big hit on the sidelines. They're marching. They have it at our 11?
12.
10 to 12. Well, the only points that they've scored on us in 2 games, we had the opening kickoff fumble on a reverse, and they took it 12 yards. So that's the only points they've scored on us in 2 games.
Here's a pitch back. Not much room there for Canyon Connor, as Tullahoma's Colton Proctor over there along with Brock Stroop.
There's some serious pad popping going on down there tonight.
Second down and 9. Tullahoma trying to conserve the shutout here with 5:50 left to go in the ball game, leading 42-0. Even a touchdown by Montgomery Central will not stop the mercy clock.
Kenny Chesney's boys of fall playing earlier here at Wilkins Stadium, getting this crowd fired up, and it's been a great atmosphere tonight.
Pulley hands it off to Connor, and Connor spins his way inside the 5 down to the 3. Just short of the first down for Montgomery Central with 5:20 to go. Tullahoma leading 42-0. Central has it 3rd and 2 at the 3. As for Tullahoma, Colby Tucker back in, 5'11", 175 sophomore. Tullahoma trying to make a goal line stand here, 3rd and 2 at the 3. Pulley under center. Pulley hands it off to Big Vincent, and Vincent did not make it. He did not make the first down. He did not make the touchdown. Well played by the interior of that Wildcat defensive line, as Matthew Swiger, 6 foot 185 sophomore, comes in for the Cats.
Along with Jake Martin. 42 comes off. Let's get that man's number. That's Jack Dameron.
Well, he got the first down, so first and goal at the 1, and Pulley goes under center, and Pulley with the quarterback sneak. No, sir. First and goal, he did not make it.
Tell him I'm making it tough on him down here.
4:15 to go, 42-0 Wildcats.
Wildcat pride still clawing and scratching down on the goal line, wanting this shutout.
The ball is just about a foot from the goal line. The sticks say first down, but it should be second down and goal at the 1. Pulley this time keeps it himself, dives toward the end zone, touchdown, Montgomery Central, as freshman quarterback Pulley scores for the Indians with 3:41 left to go. Mercy clock continues to run. Now it stops. 3:38.
Well, the Cats substitutes stubbornly give up the touchdown there. They made them work for it, though, for sure.
Used pretty much the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Just to drive down the field.
Sure did. That they did.
So the extra point attempt for Central is Pierce on the hold from Sykes. Logan Sykes. This is a pretty young Montgomery Central team. I think they're going to be solid for next year. The kick is up and good. 3:38 to go. Tullahoma 42, Central 7. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Terry Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to 2 of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcat.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay. Bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
Montgomery Central drives and scores here late in the fourth quarter to get on the board and avoid the shutout. Tullahoma leads 42-7 with 3:38 to go. With the running clock, shouldn't take long. Tullahoma can get one first down. They'll have this thing wrapped up. As the second or third kickoff return team is in for the Wildcats, trying to get everybody set. Tullahoma's going to round 3, the quarterfinals, to face the Pearl Cone Hardin County winner. Any updates on that score, partner?
I'm searching diligently right now.
Kickoff is taken by Tullahoma at the 25. And out to the 27-yard line for the Wildcats goes Jaden Sanchez, 6 foot 150 sophomore. Returns that kick, and now the mercy clock again is running. Spotted at the Tullahoma 28, as the Wildcats will have Nathan DeLauder at quarterback and Colby Tucker at tailback. DeLauder keeps it, and DeLauder stacked up for no gain on the play.
That's Tullahoma's third quarterback of the night. A common theme this season.
A common theme. We have seen 3 quarterbacks at times. In one game, we even saw 4. And number 10 is down on the sideline, so I think he's itching to get in. Bratcher.
Yeah.
Get in, get a snap or two here. 2:30 left to go. Mercy clock running. And the Wildcats will line it up. And DeLauder will keep it again. This time Nathan's got a little bit of room. Out over the 30 to the 35 goes Nathaniel DeLauder for a gain of 7.
Nice run there by DeLauder.
He has, to me, been the best running backup QB.
Yes, he has.
For the Wildcats this season. 1:50 left to go. Be sure and tune in next week, 7 o'clock. Same YouTube channel, same LightTube channel 23. The Wildcats will be back for the quarterfinals. The opponent, yet unknown. Handoff this time to Cameron Nelms, 5'8", 150 sophomore, and Nelms got out for a gain of a yard. It is 4th and 2 for the Wildcats, 1:20 left to go. After the game, Ken will do a recap, and I'll go down and speak with Wildcat head coach John Olive about tonight's big victory. And then we will get ready for next week and watch the scoreboard later tonight. Try to have an update before we go down to talk to Coach Olive, see if we can give him our latest score. Tullahoma's going to punt it away. Grant Chapman, and there's a flag on the play. So we'll come back and do it again. And that just ticks more seconds off the clock. 45 seconds left to go.
Still showing 14-14, Scott, third quarter.
They stopped the mercy clock for a penalty, which is not what you do on the mercy clock. You don't stop it for a penalty.
I'm going to talk to the principal, Mr. Jason Quick, pregame, and he's going to order a bunch of shakers next week, Scott, Cardinal and white ones, and make them available to the fans next week. So we want to encourage Tullahoma fans to come out in full force. We're going to need them in round 3 as the competition gets much, much stiffer.
Montgomery Central
dreams alive.
Takes the punt. Returns it for about 5 yards. There's a flag on the play.
Tackled by number 85 there for Tullahoma, Jaden Sanchez.
I don't understand why they're stopping the clock on these penalties. That's not how you operate the mercy clock. I'm sitting here looking at the referee. He's telling the clock guy, go. It's supposed to go.
And the clock sticks on 22 seconds. So
they botched this one.
They botch it.
It's going to be a penalty against Montgomery Central. They'll have the ball maybe for one snap at the 30-yard line.
Jalen Pham into the game, number 43 for Tullahoma at safety.
Well, this is about a 30-yard penalty, Ken. I don't know.
Sure
we might have had a couple of personal fouls or something here. Whatever it was a long ways. So probably one more play, and that's going to do it here from Wilkins Stadium as the mercy clock mercilessly begins to run.
Grant Allen in at left corner for Tullahoma.
And Montgomery Central one last run. and it's a nice run for about 20 yards. But this football game is over, and you can wrap this one in cardinal and black. The Tullahoma Wildcats advanced to the third round of the playoffs, the quarterfinals, with a 42-7 win over Montgomery Central. Ken will be back with a recap, and I'll talk with head coach John Olive after this. Again, Tullahoma wins it 42-7. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Is lag hurting your gaming? Is a weak signal stalling your social media posts? Are constant updates slowing down your productivity? TUA LightTube has a solution. Enroll in our mesh router service starting at $9.95 a month. With the ability to cover your home with increased signal strength, you can increase productivity and whole home happiness. Start winning today by calling TUA LightTube customer service at 455-4515.
Prescott Bottling is proud to present the Talk of T-Town, a show dedicated to showing off all the outstanding events occurring in the Tullahoma City School System. A fourth-generation family business, Prescott Bottling has been servicing Middle Tennessee since 1930 and proudly providing some of the best soft drinks around, including everyone's favorite, Sundrop. For over 50 years, Prescott Bottling and Sundrop have been staples of the Tullahoma community, supporting Tullahoma high school students and celebrating all their success both on and off the field.
Terry Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to two of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcats.
We are back at Wilkins Stadium as the Tullahoma Wildcats advance to round 3. If you're filling out a 2021 Class 4A state football playoffs bracket, that will be game 303 to be played next Friday night, November 19th at 7 p.m. here at Wilkins Stadium. The Wildcats will play the winner between the Pearl Cone Firebirds and the Hardin County Tigers, who are undefeated. Pearl County leads that game right now 21-14 in the third quarter. Tullahoma defeated Pearl Cone earlier this season in a tight 24-21 contest, their closest win of the season. So the Cats now go 12-0, and the script tonight was basically what they've done about 8 or 9 games this year. Put away the opponent early in the first half. The Wildcats scored a barrage of points and led this one 42-0 at the half. They got started early, taking the opening possession and scoring a touchdown. Keyshawn Cummings run. He exploded for 27 yards, capping a 5-play, 66-yard drive at the 9:40 mark of the first quarter. So Tullahoma strikes fast and early. After an Indian punt on a 3-and-out, the Tullahoma defense stands firm. Ryan Scott hits Duncan on a touchdown pass. Cats go up 14-0. That's at the 6:47 mark of the first quarter. That was a 40-yard touchdown strike. Ryan Scott was hot tonight to Joe Duncan. Tullahoma on their third possession turned the ball over on downs. The Indians finally get their first down of the game at the 3:23 mark of the first quarter. That's how dominant Tullahoma's defense was. So the Indians punt the ball to a Wildcat 7-yard line. Tullahoma starts to move the ball. Jackson Sheffield ends the first quarter on a 12-yard run. Cats lead it 14-0 after 1 quarter of play. So at the 9:08 mark, Tullahoma caps the 93-yard drive as they score again on another touchdown pass. This one from Ryan Scott to tight end Brody Melton, a 5-yarder, put the Cats up 21-0. Owen Stroop blocks a punt in the end zone. Cats go up 28-0. They cruise the rest of the way and win this one 42-7. We have Scott Chastain with Coach John Olive Not yet. The mic just cut on and off. So let's just pick up where Stroop blocked the punt. Tullahoma's the punt was recovered in the end zone by Reagan Tomlin, Tullahoma sophomore, for a Wildcat touchdown, another non-offensive score for Tullahoma via the special teams. They led it 28-zip, 7-minute mark, second quarter. Well, the Cats would continue to pour it on as they would get another touchdown pass on this one. A beautiful touch pass down the Tullahoma sidelines, a pump and go. Ryan Scott to Joe Duncan. Duncan's second touchdown catch of the game. A two-play drive. Cats go up 35-zip, and they finish this one off and win it 42-7. We have Scott Chastain now with winning coach John Olive on the field.
We're down on the WC Dub Cooper Field. Victorious head coach John Olive. Coach, your 200th win at Tullahoma. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That just means you've been here a long time.
Absolutely, because I probably got the record for the most losses too. You know what I mean?
Coach, this game featured a little bit of everything. I mean, your team was just on from the start, but special teams especially shine bright.
I thought it played a big role. We had field position all throughout that first quarter and really into the second quarter. I think we finally got backed up back there and had to drive the length of the field. But the rest of the time, that whole first quarter was played on their end of the field, and that's what you want.
Coach, we don't talk a lot about Ryan Scott. He has been so steady, so mature. One of these touchdown passes to Duncan, he just waited and waited. Ryan's playing great.
He's playing awesome. And, you know, when you look at his record as a starter, I don't know if there's anybody else that's got that kind of a record. If they do, they're at Alcoa, Maryville, Oakland, someplace like that. The young man's now, 24-1. That's pretty awesome.
Coach, you talked to your team about kicking down the door. Opportunities next week. I think Pearl-Cohn's up 21-14 right now in the third quarter. Whoever it is, opportunities here next week.
That's correct. They have to come here to play, and if it's Pearl-Cohn, it's Pearl-Cohn. We've seen them once. They'll have Barry and Brown back with them. And, you know, if it's Hardin County, then, you know, again, long ride for them to get here. And just an exciting opportunity for our young men to finally maybe get us back to the semifinals. It's been a long time, 1987, since Tullahoma was in the semifinals. So.
Coach, starting to rain out here, so I'll get you out of here. How important is it for these stands to be full next week?
I think it's very important. We need the home field advantage. We need it to be loud. You know, it was really, really loud at that Greenbrier game, and we haven't had quite the crowd since then. We need to be able to get back where our side is behind this football team. It's exciting. Weather's what it is. It's just football time. It's great to be playing when the grass has turned brown, and we're just trying to play all the way through this month. That's our goal.
Third time in the quarterfinals in 4 years. It's never happened in Tullahoma history. Coach, congratulations on your 200th win.
Thank you very much, Scott.
John Olive, victorious tonight. Tullahoma beats Montgomery Central to advance to the quarterfinals. For Christopher Redicott, Randy Brewer, Chris Barstad, my man Brian Skelton, and Ken Keller, I'm Scott Chastain. Be good to each other.
You can wrap this one in Cardinal Black.